This is a Boresight calibration target used in the Boresight calibration process of OxTS Georeferencer. We do not provide these targets, but they are very simple to make. You can see how this is just a square wooden board covered on one face with retroreflective tape. The important thing about these targets is that they are rectangular, they are flat, so there's no warping, and one face is retroreflective. You need two of these targets, and you need to make sure that they don't move during the calibration process. In Georeferencer 2.0, the dimensions can be specified of the targets. We use 80 centimeter by 80 centimeter square targets. You can vary these, they must be rectangular, but the smaller the target, the less precise the calibration can be.
Set up the targets several meters apart with different orientations and making sure that the face is plainly visible to the LiDAR. Make sure that the targets do not move throughout the procedure and they are not near any other retroreflective objects such as license plates. To do the Boresight calibration effectively, you need the best conditions and the best data. Make sure you do a good warm-up beforehand and you have access to real-time RTK corrections or post-processed RINEX files. Check a nav display if possible for when the INS is working in spec. The main point is to get as many perspectives of the Boresight targets in the LiDAR data as possible. Get as wide a range of distances and angles when viewing the targets as you can. There is no specific pattern that you must drive in, but your trajectory from above might look like this. If you are flying a drone, vary the altitude. Do the procedure for at least 3 minutes, preferably for 5 to 10 minutes if possible, with the best conditions and performance maintained throughout the entire calibration procedure. After you have collected your Boresight calibration data, drag in your NCOM, PCAP, LIR, and LIP files and select the correct LiDAR. Click Run Boresight Calibration and wait for the software to create a point cloud of only the retroreflective points. On the cluster plot, you should only see points that belong to the two targets and other retroreflective objects. From the right side, set the positions of the two targets in the cluster plot. Click through and OxTS Georeferencer will calibrate the angles that you have put in at the start. You will finally see a comparison of the starting angles and the calibrated angles, and the displacements if you have checked that option. Finally, using the Boresight calibration data, create 2 point clouds, one with the angles before and one with the calibrated angles. Do this with a reflectivity threshold of 100 to 150 depending on your LiDAR. Open both of these point clouds in some software to view them and compare how the targets look before and after the calibration. Please read the support article on the Boresight calibration and georeferencer on the support website for full details.